What's good, my G's? Your boy Snow, Ignorant Gamerz in the house. How you doing? How you living? How you gaming? Of course, if you don't already know, G stands for Gamerz. I'm gonna take a pause on the normal format that me and RZA do here. And you probably been catching a little bit of our discuss and everything like that, and I haven't really been able to speak on it. I might drop it here and there in the middle of another video, but RZA made a video called, fuck the gaming industry, and he's finally caught up to me. He just was the first one to be vocal about it to you all. And I know there was a few people wondering, they catch me online in a party. Shout out to everybody who catches me like in a party or in game chat or whatever. They've been asking like, what's really good with RZA, and I tell them slightly, what's really going on. And this is the first time I'm gonna speak on it, and I'm gonna say a little extra on there, stuff that I haven't really said to the people in the in-game chat, because I don't want nobody to think that we're jumping ship. So here's the deal. Uncle RZA's been keeping me pretty level for about 2.5 years. 2.5 years ago, I was ready to drop this shit. Not because of the lack of virility or anything like that, which it's almost annoying to hear people say, man, you guys got these great points, you guys got this great views, you guys got this great insight, this great whatever, great opinions, good opinions, great opinions, whatever. And then every now and then, somebody goes, oh, I see why you guys are ignorant, because they came in on a title and they don't know the history. So that's fine. You got to understand that. And nothing is more annoying than hearing that, and you see where the other BS is coming from. Like, people say, yo, y'all guys should have more channels, more views and more subscribers, this is that and the third. And for about 2.5 years, the whole fanboy thing, it's really, you don't want to play into that game. You don't want to give that any kind of light. You don't want to feed that. That's why, even though I tell you guys, I am pretty much the PlayStation gamer on this channel, I'm a consumer first. Like, I really mean that. And Uncle RZA is the Microsoft whore, but he's not stupid. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really hear him out, understand for just how long we've been gaming and our inside and outside, and how we have to have the other ability because of what we do for our normal lives. We can't just be 100% anything, you know what I mean? And I had told him 2.5 years ago that this fanboy war shit it's been started way before YouTube, which is why I was already drained out. And he didn't really get that at first, but he's now really grasping that. And on top of all of that fanboy stuff, because it's not just that, it's just the politics, number 2, and number 3, the gaming industry for us, considering how long we've been doing this, has just been really, 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 really bad. The publishers and all this other yin yang and the nickel and diming. And I don't mean nickel and diamond where it made sense. I'm talking about the majority where it does not make sense, and it's just so annoying. But one of the biggest things has become very annoying for me, which is why you see less of my opinionated videos going on. And this is why, another reason why you see less of the duel videos. It's not the only reason why you see less duel videos, meaning videos where there's me and RZA talking. The reason why we did that was we were shutting out certain YouTubers. Certain YouTubers were watching our videos, they're not really subscribed to us, and if RZA dropped 3 points and I dropped 3 points, that's 6 points, and then there's 3 other points that we agree on, that's 9 points. Some person would release our video the same day with our 9 points in his or her video, and they never refer to who they got it from. They don't name drop it. They don't even hint it that they got it from somewhere else or that they overheard in another video. And it became super annoying. A lot of times people think that we're not active on the channels from time to time. The thing is, we are very active. We just happen to have our personal accounts, and we have our ways of consuming things. Sometimes in our podcast, we tell you, like, hey, just put our videos in a playlist with the other videos that you're trying to get caught up on. And if you don't really have to watch the gameplay unless it's like straight up gameplay, and you could just play it in the back, do what you do, and hear us in the background. Kind of like if you're listening to the radio and you're doing your work or whatever. It's the same thing that we do when we do our talking pieces. So a lot of times there's a lot of YouTubers who, you know, if they're talking about topics that we've already done videos on, we'll listen to them just to see other people's opinions, because sometimes we don't want to go into a video that we think of and, you know, their opinion is factored into ours, and if we do, we mention it. But you know, for the most case, we've been seeing one really specific YouTuber. I mean, every time we drop a video, we used to drop videos at 12 o'clock and he'd have a video by like 4 or 5. And there was another time when we was like, yo, let's just drop the video at night at like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then he'll have that video by like 1 a.m. And it's just like, me and RZA, as sane as we are and as insane we can be, there's very rarely any times, look up any IGZR video or any other podcast videos, it's very rarely do we have 100% of the same points. This is the balance on this channel. This is one of the things that we were doing from out the get-go, to make sure no one is too far over the edge or top. Sometimes you gotta let it vent. I know you've seen some of Ramon's roast videos. Sometimes you gotta let someone just go. But for the most part, we balance each other out. And there's no one on this earth, professional or whatever, who should have all 9 of our points. The 3 that we agree on, the 3 where we differ a piece, and that's 9 total. And that brings me to my next thing with the YouTube. Not YouTube, but Facebook. Facebook is, right now, is just all-time jacking videos. The jacking YouTube videos. People are stealing YouTube videos and putting it on their Facebook page for likes, whatever. And you've seen people do this. Like, you might have been on a celebrity, and I'm sorry to call you out, homie, but you, big homie, you one of the biggest ones that do this. I've been catching on to you for a long time, and I'm not mad at you. But Tyrese is one of the main offenders. But there's a lot of other people that does this. I know, drop their link at the end. They don't source the regular. But there's no reason to source the original in there, because the way Facebook is created right now is to keep you inside of Facebook. People are very rarely clicking what's going on in the in the descriptions of videos anyway. So that's just one reason why you're starting to see a lot of our opinion pieces slow down. You know, there's a lot of, I've been jacked for my slang. You know what I mean? Like, I've been jacked for my slang. What's good, my G's? That right there. Now, I'm not saying I created that format, but what I'm saying is I introduced it to the gaming standpoint. My G's is my Gamerz. And it's just like little shit like that. And at first I thought I was tripping when I overheard it, because someone sent me a podcast, and it was like, yo, I need you to listen to, you know, I forget what it was, like some cue point from like 507 to like 607. I wanted to hear your opinion on it. And when I, you know, clicked on the video, I thought it was going to go straight to that checkpoint, because I expect that person to always give me the video with the time code in it. So I clicked on it, turned my TV up, and I walked away, and it started from the beginning, and I heard this guy talking, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, was this dude just taking shots at me just now? Like, so then I went and backtracked in his previous videos, and I'm like, nah, he doesn't say it at all. He doesn't say it. Like, that wasn't his first time saying it, but when I backtracked him, he hasn't said it. There's been a lot of times where, you know, I've been saying this for a minute, to be honest with you. It's when I started to coin it on the videos and let it rock in the videos was a whole nother thing. So, you know, all that was leaving kind of like this bad taste in my mouth, because, you know, these guys are very niche. Every one of them, everybody that's popping us for content is somewhat bigger than us. And then there was another thing that was really pissing me off, was the niche channels. And, you know, I don't want to do niche. The niche channels would be like, you do a COD channel, or you do an Xbox only channel, or a PlayStation only channel, and this is that and third. Those channels they get up and they pass us very quickly. I think I've watched maybe 7 channels from when we started before them or the same time as them. Not only have they caught us, but they passed us. And there's one channel that's coming up, and I expect by our next anniversary, his channel will definitely pop our channel. And but they're putting in the work, and I don't hate on work. You know what I'm saying? I do not hate on work. Like, they put in the effort in, they do it, and they're gonna pop us, and that's not the big deal. It's just more frustration on this standpoint, because we do take the time to do the channel. I mean, if you look at this channel here and you look at Lifestyles Defined, we're about 3,000 plus over there, and then we're 2,000 plus over here, and then you look at the time of what we've been doing and what we've been saying. It's not like we just been around here acting like assholes. It's just that we're not doing the if it bleeds it leads content. You get what I'm saying? And that's where the frustration continues to explode. So my issue isn't with YouTube channels. My issue is with the so-called professionals. The professionals like IGN, GameSpot, those are like the main 2 right now when they report on fan clickbait. And then you got Forbes that does it, and you got these other websites that do it. Like, when it comes to the gaming, they're using clickbait now, and they enrage and infuel the gaming community that is, I don't want to say is the biggest part fanboys, but they have the loudest mouths. I really don't know what part of it is just trolling, and I don't know what part of it is fanboys, and I don't know what part of it is just straight up gamers, because it's very hard to see from a distance. Like they said, don't argue with people in public, because from a distance you can't tell who is who. Like, you can't tell who's the fool. And all I do know is that the media of gaming is basically setting up this East Coast West Coast shit. Like, they're the source magazine right now. Like, they're the reason why the wars is being fueled anytime you try to put it out. And and they're stealing content too. They may not be taking content down and reposting it on there, but they're stealing podcast topics. They're stealing people's videos on, like, how to what is it, Division, how to cheat Division and all this other shit, and they make it hot very quickly. In a way, they kind of indirectly snitching, and you already know how that is. You could tell by my voice, I do come from that no snitching mentality, right? So there's a lot of frustrations like that, and I'm starting to see more people saying, like, yo, I'm done with YouTube, and the gaming side, like, I'm done with YouTube, or I'm done with that, I'm done with this, I'm done with that. And I didn't even see her video yet, but I signed in today to post my NBA Live video, and I saw from I saw from 219 Gary N. If y'all don't know who that is, that's Soldiers That Games, Miss K. Shout out to Miss K. She put, on hiatus, a break is needed. And without me even watching the video, I can guarantee you her video is going to say something about she's taking a break from YouTube. Matter of fact, she's probably taking a break from YouTubers, because the YouTube shit has been annoying. And I know she's annoyed by it. She has to be annoyed by it. And I haven't been able to catch her videos just because I've been so slewed with other people's videos and bullshit. And I think that I saw an upgrade, or a video that she uploaded with the title somebody quitting YouTube or some shit like that. And I'm probably about a good 10 or 12 videos behind on her channel, but that's how real it is. Like, I'm seeing that in my timeline a lot, and I'm there. I probably put out a rant not too long ago on Twitter, when I was just going in deep, saying, like, how fucked up this shit is. Like, who's playing video games these days? I know people are, and I'm talking about before the Division, but there seems to be way more assassination as opposed to collaboration. You get what I'm saying? Like, the creative people that are making videos are starting to get drowned out. I don't consider myself one of the creative people on YouTube. I do a couple of reports, I do a couple of gameplays, more so demonstrations so you guys could see the game. A lot of times I don't like to record while I'm gaming, just because you don't want something that you love to feel like work. And when you have these other politics and things bearing down on you, it really starts to take away from you. There's a lot of flame bait channels that I don't watch anymore because it takes away from, you know, my happiness. So I just have to ignore them. Now, with that said, I've seen people make several channels before, and you know, I feel some kind of way about it most times. Like, shout out to the Fat Boy Gamer. This dude has created like maybe 2 or 3 channels. He gave us a shout out a while ago, and he was like, I don't know, 5,000, 7,000 probably, and he might have been close to 10,000. And you know, he came across one of our Nintendo videos, and what's funny is our Nintendo videos always gets an automatic thumbs down, because the Nintendo community is so defensive right now, and I understand them. They're so defensive that when they click on your video, if the first 10 to 15 seconds, or if the title says anything in regards to negativity about Nintendo, they thumbs down your video right away. Like, I seen a video where a dude even said it, like, I saw the title, I heard the first whatever, and he thumbs it down. I had to respond to him. I was like, I encourage you to watch the entire video. And then at the end, he was like, oh, okay. And even to the point where I had someone thumbs down my video, comment before he watched the video, still disagreed. And I'm like, bro, the entire video I'm disagreeing with that question. I'm just saying, if they were to do, I think that was the subscription video, if they were to do a subscription, that would be the only way that it wouldn't cause a lot of problems. And you know, I get a standpoint, but it's still frustration for me, because we listen to respond, or we're just not really listening to what's actually being thrown out there. You know, other than that, you know, you'll hear about YouTubers always talking about, like, you know, when PlayStation is down. And I, for a long time, have always said this, like, you guys keep saying this Xbox shit is live until a PlayStation dude gets on. Then you start hearing, like, yeah, well, you know, it does this from time to time. Oh, yeah, well, you know, it be like that. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes the party chat, you get bounced out the party chat. That's more so the 360, not really the Xbox One. But, like, son, in 2016, Xbox Live has been down more times than the PlayStation Network. And that's saying a lot, because we know what the mantra is. It doesn't really matter. No, that's why you don't really see me do it. Now, I made a Funkmaster Flex bombing video, which was all jokes, but I did that after about a month or so of inconsistent services. And then someone in the group, in the IGZ group, said some shit like the PlayStation is never working and da-da-da-da, and we had set up a gaming night for that night, and lo and behold, the service was down when we tried to start that gaming night for Forza Horizon, I believe it was. And I was like, yeah, I'm making this video. But that's like, you know, every once in a blue when I give in to that. And mainly it's charged from someone internally, not really from the business standpoint of it or the YouTube standpoint of it. And it's like, if you're going to make the video, just put it on YouTube, right? So, you know, it was all jokes. Like, you know, when have I ever done a video like that? Other than my, one of my Pusha T, that's that shit I don't like with Kanye shit. And it's very easy, it's very cool. I can literally do that at least once or twice per week. No, that's too much. A month, I could do 2 to 3 times per month that video. Like, honestly, I really can. With no maintenance schedule, no nothing. Like, I can really do that video 2 to 3 times per month on Xbox. So, you know, it just goes to show, like, some of the frustration that's going on with a lot of the, I don't want to say the good YouTubers, but with a lot of the YouTubers that aren't a part of the fanboy wars, that aren't part of the clickbait wars, that aren't part of the, you know, the other side. And again, I don't consider myself a creative YouTuber. I think Frankie was an amazing, sorry Frankie 1080 PC is one of my favorite, you know, creative YouTubers, because of how he tells stories with games play that I normally wouldn't watch. You know, he drops 30 minutes, if not more, sometimes 20 minutes, if not more. I'm at 20 minutes right now, and I don't even know if you guys made it this far. But he drops 20-minute videos of just shit that I wouldn't watch normally, and I'd be like so entertained because of how he tells the story. You know, Badger, when he was doing his 20-minute Battlefield videos, and how random he is and how funny he is, you know, I could watch a 20-minute video of him. He does shorter videos, and I know why he does shorter videos. It sucks for me because I like his old videos, but I understand that's business moving forward. You got to evolve. You know, he was another guy that makes these videos, and he made videos based on one game, and the shits were like so dope. And then you had Barbaric Mustard. I don't even know if he still does videos, but he was making these you know, this Battlefield LOL videos, and they were like 1 minute to 2 minutes, and his channel was popping off of that. You know, I used to watch a lot of Jive Turkey, the homie. You know what pissed me off about Jive Turkey isn't Jive Turkey. What pissed me off about Jive Turkey's channel is the fan base on his channel. It's because they, for the most part, hinder his creativity, and he gets pissed off about it. You know, please don't run back and misinterpret what I said to Jive Turkey. I doubt Jive Turkey will ever see this video, and that doesn't mean send it to him, but like, Jive Turkey is probably one of, like, his voice, his beats, and then he dropped the rhymes in it, like, whether it's Call of Duty or 2K, which is a 1-2 combo, but he expands out and tries to expand out more. You know, he had Battlefield going on the channel for a hot little minute, and you can look in the comments and it's like, son, y'all are really mad with this dude because he posts a Battlefield video, to the point where he's made another channel at that time, and he may have even done a third channel since then, and it's almost to kind of clear it up. Another person that does that is what's the guy's name? Slaptrain. You know, Slaptrain tried to put some other videos on his channel, and they were met with a lot of negativity, and it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, I get it, you subscribe to these guys for whatever you're subscribed to, but don't ever hinder someone's creativity, because they could put you onto some shit that you might not even know of. Like, you know, Jive Turkey for a minute almost made me want to play Call of Duty again. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he almost gave me that strength to want to play Call of Duty again, and then, you know, it killed it for me, right? Other than Call of Duty themselves, but like, what killed it for me was just looking, you know, at his comment section. I was like, I don't want to be a part of that, because I would play a couple games and I would get some really good footage of me getting back into it, and then I was, you know, getting back to what I was dominating. I was never a KD dominated player, but I was bringing my KD up, and I'm like, I wanted to post something that was fun that was happening. Of course, you post the whole gameplay, and I was like, you know what, I don't want this to be on the channel, because I don't want to attract some subscribers or some followers or some commenters from that community into the channel, and then it's like, oh, give me more, and then these guys consume. But Jive Turkey is like probably, you know, my favorite COD commentator of all time. After him would probably be El Prez. And that's for reasons that just got to be so clear to you when you watch those two. But my beef with Jive Turkey isn't Jive Turkey. It's his subscriber count. They annoy him when it comes down to him expanding his wings, because at the end of the day, you may see him post that, but he's a gamer for real. And that's the same thing I be saying about a lot of these other channels. They be gamers for real, And I don't mean gamers like because they beast on scores or whatever. Like, no, these motherfuckers play games and they enjoy games and they don't really care for, you know, the Nintendo, the PlayStation, the Wii U, I said Nintendo already, you know, the Xbox, the PC. Like, if they can get their hands on it, they play it. That's me. If I can get my hands on something, I'm going to get my hands on it and I'm going to play it. You know, if you look at some of my early Xbox One footage on this channel, I was at Ramon crib getting it in on the Forza 5. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get your hands on it, you're going to play it. I used to be straight PlayStation, you know, in my earlier ways, in my earlier channel. And then, you know, when I had a chance to get some gaming going on the Xbox side, I took a chance and I did it. Same thing with the Wii U, you know what I mean? But we don't post a lot of Wii U stuff on here because of Nintendo. And that just is what it is. But, you know, it's real annoying. I must quit YouTube maybe once or twice per week. And that's actually very accurate. Because, you know, in the midst of someone that's doing it right, I hear that person's frustration. When I see their video, I hear their frustration. And it's just like, damn, homie. Like, if you're going to quit, that means my circle's gotten smaller of videos that I can just enjoy. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's just the current frustration level. I don't even know, you know, why I even hit the record to record that, but I felt like I was getting hit with this a lot, so I wanted to say something about it. And you know, this is a long video that I pretty much don't think anyone's going to listen all the way through. So if you did, put the number 3-21, so I know if you listen to it all the way. Anyway, your boy Snow, Ignorant Gamers, and I'm out. Peace.